Stop.
Imagine this. It is Saturday morning. You are sleeping happily in your warm bed. Suddenly, a loud drill wakes you up. The neighbor upstairs is working again. You feel angry. You want to stop them. But your English mind goes completely blank. Hello, friends. Ready for your daily dose of effortless English? I'm Tina.
And I'm Leo, your daily disaster. I really hate noisy weekend mornings.
We all do, Leo. Today's menu will save your weekends and your sleep. Phrase 1. Too loud. It means the noise is simply too much.
Too loud. So I just open my mouth and say this, right?
Exactly. Phrase 2. Keep it down. It means please be quiet.
Keep it down. I need to say this to my barking dog.
Good idea. Phrase 3. Drive me crazy. It means making you very angry.
Drive me crazy. My empty wallet drives me crazy every single month.
Stick around until the end. Leo will share a terrible story with us. He accidentally insulted his boss using one of these phrases. It is hilarious.
Please don't remind me. I wanted to disappear into the floor that day.
It is a great lesson. But first, let's visit our awkward theater. Let's go back to that Saturday morning. You knock on the neighbor's door.
Yes, I am very angry. I am still wearing my funny pajamas.
The door opens. The neighbor looks at you. What do you say?
I say, stop it. I very like my sleep.
Oh no, Leo. That just made it worse.
Wait, there is more. I also say, he very busy making noise.
Oh dear. The neighbor is just confused. You sound a bit strange.
I know. I just wanted to sleep. How do you say it?
We will fix this today. You cannot say, I very like. You should say, I really like my sleep. And he is very busy.
I really like my sleep. He is very busy.
Much better. Sounds familiar? Don't worry, we've got the fix.
My neighbor always builds things at 7 in the morning.
That is terrible. What is he building up there? A wooden spaceship?
Maybe. Or a new house inside his small apartment.
That is a funny picture, but it is very annoying for you.
Yes. I try to put 3 pillows over my head. It never works.
Pillows cannot stop a loud drill. You need to use your words.
But my brain is still sleeping. My English hides under the bed.
That is why we practice. You need simple phrases for sleepy mornings.
Simple is good. I cannot think of big words on the weekend.
All right, Leo. Time to put it into action. Let's jump into some real-life scenes. Scene 1. You are at home. The neighbor's music is shaking your walls.
I hate that. The heavy bass goes boom, boom, boom.
Exactly. You walk upstairs and knock on the door. The neighbor opens it.
Hi. Your music is too loud. Please stop it right now.
That is okay, but a bit rude. Let's make it much softer. Try saying, "Excuse me, the music is a bit too loud."
Oh, like a polite warning. Excuse me, the music is a bit too loud.
Perfect. Adding a bit makes it friendly and safe.
What if they don't care? What if they just say no?
Then you can be direct. Say, "It is way too loud."
Got it. So I use way to show my real anger.
Yes, way too loud means extremely loud. It shows you are serious.
It is way too loud. Turn it off right now.
Good energy, but be careful with your angry face. That works for friends, but what if the person is your angry boss? Let's see.
Oh no, this is my bad memory. My heart is beating fast.
Yes, it is time for your story. What happened at the office?
We were in a big meeting. Everyone was quiet and listening.
Okay, and what was the boss doing during the meeting?
He was on his phone. He was talking so loudly in the corner.
The boss was being noisy? That is a tricky situation.
Yes, I could not hear the presentation at all. So I spoke up.
What did you say? Did you use our second phrase?
Yes, I looked at him and said, "Hey, keep it down."
You said keep it down to the boss?
Yes, the whole room went completely silent. It was a terrible moment.
I can imagine. Keep it down is for kids or close friends.
I know that now. He looked at me like a hungry tiger.
Never say keep it down to your boss. It almost means shut up.
So you mean it is a command, not a polite request?
Exactly. For a boss, you should say, could you lower your voice?
Could you lower your voice? That sounds much safer for my job.
Yes. Save keep it down for noisy friends or your little brother.
My brother hears it all the time. He plays video games all night.
Perfect. You can tell him, guys, keep it down. I am sleeping.
I will shout it tonight. Keep it down.
After you told the boss to keep it down, what happened next?
I tried to smile. I said, please. It did not help at all.
Adding please to a command does not make it polite.
I learned that the hard way. He made me buy coffee for everyone.
That is a fair punishment. Coffee fixes many office mistakes.
It was very expensive coffee. I will never forget this painful lesson.
Wait, there is a hidden trap here. Most people fail this next situation.
A trap? I am already scared. What is the next situation?
Scene 3. You are in a cafe. Someone is watching videos without headphones.
Oh, I hate that. It happens on the busy subway too.
Yes, you want to use our third phrase, drive me crazy.
Okay. I walk over and say, "You drive me crazy."
No, that sounds like a line from a romantic movie.
Wait, really? Like I am deeply in love with them?
Yes. If you say you drive me crazy, it can mean I love you.
Oh my, that would be a huge mistake in a cafe.
Exactly. You must talk about the noise, not the person. Say, that noise is driving me crazy.
Got it. So the subject must be the noise itself.
Right. Or you can say, this loud music is driving me crazy.
This loud music is driving me crazy. Could you use headphones?
Perfect. You added a polite question at the end.
I am learning. I don't want to accidentally confess my love to strangers.
That would be a very different podcast episode.
Yes, the English Corner, Love Edition. No thank you.
Let's imagine the cafe person ignores you. They keep watching the video.
Then I will use all my new phrases together.
Let's hear it. Show me your best angry customer voice.
Excuse me, your video is way too loud. It is driving me crazy. Please keep it down.
Wow, that is very clear. They will definitely stop the video.
I feel so powerful now. Words are much better than pillows.
Yes, they are. But remember to always start polite first.
Start polite, then get serious. I really like this strategy.
Let's practice one more time. The dog next door is barking loudly.
That barking is driving me crazy. I cannot focus on my book.
Excellent. You sound like a true native speaker now. Remember the awkward moment from the start? Watch Leo do it right this time. It is Saturday morning. The drill is shaking your warm bed.
I get up. I walk to the neighbor's door and knock loudly.
The door opens. The neighbor is holding the drill. Action.
Hi there. I am trying to sleep, but the drill is too loud. It is driving me crazy. Could you please keep it down?
Wow, that was perfect. Polite, but very firm.
Thank you. I feel like an English master today.
The neighbor apologizes and stops the drill. You win the morning.
Finally, I can go back to my beautiful weekend dreams. I will celebrate with a nice cup of hot coffee.
A quiet cup of coffee. No loud drills allowed.
Exactly. Silence is golden, especially on a Saturday morning.
Before you sleep, let's do a quick review to lock these in.
My memory is ready. Hit me with the daily phrases.
I will say the phrase. You give me a short sentence. Number 1. Too loud.
The television in the living room is way too loud.
Number 2. Keep it down.
Guys, please keep it down in here.
Number 3. Drive me crazy.
This terrible city traffic is driving me crazy.
You nailed it. You are ready for any noisy situation now.
Bring on the drills and the loud music. I am ready.
Drop your favorite phrase in the comments. We read every one. Next time, we'll crack another small talk myth. You won't want to miss it. Finally, don't forget our slogan, your daily dose of effortless English. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Keep it down out there.